Hey, what's up, everyone? It's me, Dre. Getting ready to go back from lunch. Just ate some Sonic. So it's a long day. Still got to work a bit of overtime tonight, but it's all good. Got to make that money. Got us a new car, so I got to take care of that. Anyway, blacks commit more crimes. I hear that a lot. You know, as a black YouTuber, you get a lot of these racist trolls that come to my channel. And when I talk about things such as police brutality, you always get those asshats that come around and talk about FBI.gov and statistics. And they try to say, well, black people commit more crime. Like black people are just savages. Crime happens. Do black people commit crimes? Yeah. But black people aren't walking into movie theaters and elementary schools, shooting the place up. It's easy to try to demonize black people because that's what a lot of white people cling to from the media. How can you hang on to a statistic about black people when that statistic is created by a white person? Of course, numbers are fabricated. I say this shit all the time in my videos. People don't want to accept the truth for what it is, but it's the truth. So, when we look at instances of one black person shooting another black person in Chicago or Detroit, there's also another instance of a white person shooting a white person in suburbia, or a white person raping another person in another part of the country. When you look at the history of the United States, it was a country built on violence. White people landed on a continent that was already populated by an indigenous people, and then white people proceeded to wipe them out, exterminate them. When you have Tecumseh, wreaking the havoc, and U.S. Army was trying to quell that insurrection, what did they do? They started passing out blankets laced with smallpox, something that was foreign to the indigenous people. So yeah, it decimated them. But it takes an evil mind to put that shit together and say, this is what we need to do. You have the Trail of Tears, I think it was. You look at the massacre of different Native American villages. When you look at what happened with black people, think about it. What were one of the ways that they could put fear into a black African slave to make sure that they didn't run? Tie a pregnant woman to a tree, slice her belly open, watch the baby spill out, and then stomp on the baby's head. Slave owners did that to spread fear. This is what's going to happen to you if you try to run. In order to break the will of what they call the buck niggers, they would have homosexual sex to break him down, to tear away his masculinity, to make him more serene, more pliable, to bend their will. This is what happened. This country is all about racism, and people don't want to accept that. But then when they come up with statistics about black people and what we do, white people, what about the crimes that you commit? Because in the history of the world, some of the most horrendous acts of violence against humanity have been committed by white people. And when you really think about it, because again, this discussion happens all the time. When I'm talking about the history of slavery in the United States, there's always a non-black, typically a white person, that will say, well, the Irish were slaves too. If you examine that, who were they enslaved by? Who were they mistreated by? The Irish were mistreated by other white people, which means y'all don't give a fuck about each other, let alone blacks or Hispanics or Asians. But you want to say that black people are the savages. This is not a hate video. I have nothing against white people. But it's certain white people that troll my channel just for the sake of being assholes. Yeah, it's the internet. People will be trolls. But when you try to generalize black people without thinking about the shit that your people have done, that's when education needs to be administered. 6 million plus Jews will tell you that it wasn't black people that were trying to exterminate them. So that just gives you a clear indication as far as who's more savage. So, do black people commit more crime? Only in the minds of racists. Anyway, if you like this video, hope that you like, subscribe, and share. Don't forget to check me out on Facebook. Peace.